iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz.
I am so grateful to be here in the Kit Kat Club. We do this thing where every morning or whenever we come in for rehearsals, we get around in a circle and we make one sound or we use a word to describe how we feel. So if I had to describe how I felt first coming into the space and taking on this role of Sally Bowles for my Broadway debut, I would say, truly, I'm thrilled. I love the show. I love what it represents. I love that we are able to bring these themes of anti-Semitism and fascism and misogyny from the 1930s of Berlin and still have it feel so relevant today. I think it's so important that theater makes us leave questioning. And I also appreciate that we sing songs. I'm a big theater kid, so I love it through and through. Oh my goodness. I love Gail. I think that she is just magic on stage, and she has such an open connection to her Cliff, Atu. And I've watched her multiple times now. Truly, when I first auditioned, I watched her about a week before with pen and paper in hand, writing down all the, as if I could, the little nuances in her performance. But truly, what she's given me is the grace to make this role my own, which I really appreciate. It kind of removes some of the weight from my shoulders, not all the weight to be clear, but a good amount of it to lean into Sally and to make her all my own. I love Sally Bowles for the fact that we meet her in the Kit Kat Club with the first number of Don't Tell Mama, where she's in a baby doll dress in 1930s makeup with glitter, to be fair, make it a little more modern. And by the time we meet her at Cabaret, the number that is very near to the end of our show, she is barefaced. She's in a men's oversized suit. She's lost kind of the sparkle that made her her. And so what I'm most excited for is the emotional journey that it takes to get there, where finally, as you'll see towards the end of our show, she starts to just unravel and almost descend into insanity, which is a joy to play, truly. It's really interesting. From a technical standpoint, we do a lot of start and stops for rehearsing, and it can be really difficult to get into the emotional arc of a character that is so very broad. And so I, also coming from the world of TV and film, I think what I'm mostly learning is to remove the expectations of the end goal. I'm not going to play the end of this musical. It's going to be too difficult for me. So trusting in the beat by beat, trusting also in my fellow actors. I have Calvin Leon, who's just exceptional and so open. It's basically like you trust to do your homework and then you throw it all away. If I was speaking on the technical, there's nothing technical about that. You just throw it away and then let emotions reign. Do I have to choose just one? One favorite about working with Adam? I have so many favorites. There was when we first met, which was during our photo shoot, and we were making all these beautiful poses. We had Jess, our choreographer, assistant choreographer, helping us through the motions, and he raises his elbow and he breaks the eye of the Kit Kat Club, like the light, the light of the prop. That was funny, and and then I also hear him every single day from the wings. I also watch him perform. He's watched me as well, like slowly but surely get better and better and get this show under our belts. And he's an excellent narrator. You know, he really is not only the MC of the club, but he also represents what is going on in the 1930s of Berlin. He has so many makeup changes, so many wardrobe changes. He is an excellent showman, and I think people are going to see that as soon as they walk into this club. Is they're going to be transported not only by his voice but by his aura. Adam is just spectacular. If I had 3 words to describe the show, I would say it's tawdry, it's spicy, and it's relevant. I love this show because it truly feels so inclusive, not only on stage, but also off stage. I feel really grateful that I believe I'm the youngest person to play Sally Bowles on Broadway. I'm also the first person of Asian American and Pacific Island descent. I'm also queer. And so to have individuals in our cast who are trans, who are non-binary, who are queer themselves, and then also have that represented in our crew. We have our stage managers who are also queer, who are also trans. That it just creates a community feeling, which the show is quite intimate in that we are in your face. We want you to be fully immersed in the club interior. When you first walk in, you are given a sticker to cover your camera, meaning anything can happen here. So we keep it to within the confines of your own eyes. And to be in a working environment that is truly safe, to have people both on and off stage that then catch us on the back end, that feels incredible.
iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz.